Hey, you guys remember about 4 years ago when I did a video talking about the potential cancellation of the Power Rangers show? Yeah, that was a weird time. I talked about a potential animated series. For some reason, I believed that Sentai was gonna end. Moving forward, I'll make more of an effort to make sure that anything that I bring up on this channel, it comes from a reputable outlet and not, Illuminati. On with the video. Tracking the arc of Power Rangers as a franchise is incredibly strange. From Saban to Disney and then to Hasbro, there has been a repeated pattern of these companies continuing to make the show seemingly because it's a cheap and easy way to advertise toys and merchandise, then getting to the point where they're bored with it or they feel that they've mined everything they can from the show, then just giving up on it after a failed attempt to popularize it. But now the film franchise at least is in the hands of Paramount, who has been responsible for most of, if not all of the other Hasbro created franchises becoming films. I wanted to analyze why this may lead to the best outcome for the Power Rangers franchise. So how did Paramount handle their previous franchises? With Transformers, the studio lucked out in finding a director with a strong sense of style who'd already fostered their own audience with their own film franchise, Bad Boys. That, combined with the existing popularity of the franchise, they were able to make a trilogy of massive blockbuster films before they went a course downhill and they eventually had to pivot. A more recent success they've had is in their adaptation of the Sonic franchise, a trilogy in which each entry has been received better than the last. Their success gave more credibility to the prospect of adapting video games in the way we do comic books and novels. Although not everything they've adapted has been a success or embraced by fans, they have the best chance of finding success with this film franchise. Fortunately for Rangers, they've already had a relationship with Paramount before. Nickelodeon is owned by Paramount, and the network was the host of the Power Rangers show for about 10 years. It's pretty safe to say that they already at least see the value in something like Power Rangers. I don't know how much their history factored into their decision to let Power Rangers be made into a film franchise under their film studio, but I can at least imagine that someone at Hasbro was able to foster a good enough relationship with the people at Paramount for them to want to work together again. With recent projects like Transformers 1 and the Sonic films, I see a transition of Paramount into catering a bit more to their fan bases of these franchises. Both of these projects include tons of fan service, including references for casual and hardcore fans alike, treating the most obscure concepts and characters with reverence. It gives me hope that the same effort will be put into making Power Rangers for a new audience while remembering their core fan base. Needless to say, there's a lot to give me hope in a new Power Rangers film franchise. I am a fan who was incredibly skeptical of a more mainstream Power Ranger universe that's meant to compete with the likes of the MCU or the DC universe. It seemed a little bit too ambitious, and on top of that, I was also concerned of Power Rangers being changed too much to appeal to a wider audience, the same way that they tried to with the 2017 film. But now I have some hope that they will make changes with some tact and will keep in mind all the potential audience's perspectives.